fucking best friends. Seriously, it's like the best night ever. This song, I'm really feeling this song. This song, fucking best song ever.
What's up? It's Jomboy and Jake Radio. It's Friday, January 4th. It's wild card weekend. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Jake's still feeling a little sick. We got best song ever playing because we're best friends. Hello and welcome. Jake, how are you doing?
Hello and welcome. Welcome to Jomboy and Jake Radio. I'm Jake and here's Jomboy.
Hello and welcome to Jomboy and Jake Radio. It's January 4th. We got a fun episode and here's Jake.
Well, hello. It's just, buongiorno, mi amor, amigos.
Brescia de Roscia Cacarbore.
Papa poopy.
Wild start. Wild start.
Sometimes you can't know where you're going to land where you land.
You don't know. Sometimes if you don't get the thing you wanted to get, you do get the things you didn't get while not getting the thing you wanted to get.
If at first you don't succeed, eat a wheat gumby and take some NyQuil and try to get your body right.
Take some sleep. You ever take that pill?
If you want to be about it, sleep about it.
Realize, real lies.
Thank you, Fetch.
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up about it, man? I'm all right. Day 14 being sick. No.
You seem more sick today than yesterday. Yesterday it seemed like you were in regression.
No, it was. I was optimistic because I said I was quarantined. I thought it was contained. Mm-hmm. And then I got blindsided again. So apparently this thing has spurts and hashtag Tanyan spurts. And it took me out for another like 3 hours, just like in the Black Mirror place or the what's that move? The Get Out Deep Beyond place.
Yeah.
Where I'm just watching myself sweat and sleep, even though I don't want to sweat or sleep at the moment.
What have you been doing to remedy this? You've been drinking a lot of water? I'm a big drink a lot of water guy.
A lot of liquids, NyQuil at night. I got some antiseptic spray for the back of my throat there. Get the mushroom puppy going. And, yeah, man.
NyQuil into waking up at 7 for the show is a tough combo.
There's a cobweb period. Whoa, Jimmy, we got to work on your editing.
Aha. That was really quiet. Yeah, so how'd the rest of your day go? You just slept? That's all you did?
No, so I woke up. I did design some spring training stuff, which was fun. We'll be out there. We'll be doing this. We'll be spring training in. That'll be fun. And then that'll be in mid-February. And then the gal came home. We had some dinner. I watched the Yukon women Huskies gym, which you need to talk about, but maybe I'll talk about. And then I watched a little bit of Houston Golden State, but I went to bed during the early times because I was like, I'm sick and I need to go to bed early. And that's about it. I don't know. Let me think about this. So there's a little dog area where I let the dog out. I don't think between my apartment and the walk to the dog area, I've been anywhere besides that in 4 days.
Nice, living my life.
Yeah, but you can walk to the beach if you want to.
Yeah, I just don't.
Right. Have you driven anywhere in the past 4 days? You went to the bank yesterday. You're a liar and a thief. And you only lied about being a thief.
The bank's
Ocean's 11, Go
10
check it
minutes.
out. George Clooney. It's in theaters today. Thank you.
Ocean's 11 in theaters today.
How was your yesterday?
Good. Getting a lot of work done. Teaching myself QuickBooks because I'm a real business person now. Wish I took
Nice.
a business class in college. If I knew I was going to have my own business, would have been
Right.
would have got me a leg up. But we're working out the kinks. Got some stuff coming in. We have some stuff lined up. Told you yesterday. I was excited. I was like, oh, I think we might be doing real things. Maybe it'll fall back. We've been in this position and it's fallen back before. So, but we're doing work. I just edited stuff, man. Edited Talking Yanks. Edited this. Oh, I had a big day on Twitter because I posted one of those fake source tweets.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was a
Used it.
real source, but there's no verification that it's real.
Yeah, that guy could be being very honest to me. A guy DM'd me and said Manny Machado is going to sign today, Friday, for 8 years and $240 million. And I get these all the time on DMs, but I never share them.
Right.
But there was so much shit on the Manny Machado sweepstakes yesterday. Like Dan Clark could keep doing his thing. Some guy from Chicago said he's going to the White Sox. Someone said no offers have been made at all yet. It was like just everyone was giving counter news. So I was like, hey, I'll just throw this onto the pile. I like 60 new followers, Jake. It's bullshit how the internet works. You just tweet out a lie. And then people it was fun though. Because I was having fun with it and people were DMing me like, oh, dude, my sister's mom's dad's neighbor is friends with the gardener around Yankee Stadium, and he heard. So I counted it when I was recording Six Pack Cinema. I had 60 DMs in an hour of people sending me like fake updates.
Right.
And I'm crazy. I responded to all of them and had some fun jokes back and forth. You know what the most common themes were? My wife, boyfriend, that was a common one. A dog being the source, that was a common one. And Manny's going to go play in Japan. Those were like really common among the 60 people that sent in.
Right.
And it was kind of a bummer when you saw it. Like, man, I like the ones that were more creative.
Yeah, but people are trying to make jokes, which means there's hope in this world, man.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. But who knows if Manny's going to sign? I don't know. Then I saw on the Yankees Reddit, they posted it. I went in there right away and I was like, yo, that was a joke. I said this is unreliable in the tweet. I don't want people taking it seriously, then being like, what an idiot. That guy was wrong. He should delete his Twitter. But that was fun. It was a fun night. I also made I'll get into this later.
I don't want to break news on the podcast, but my wife's boyfriend's dog just told me that he's going to Japan.
Whoa.
So,
Sources say. Yeah, I'm gonna click a random one and see if it's a good one. See if we got a good one. This guy said, sources tell me Manny Machado will sign sometime before the 2019 season on a multi-year deal with more than $100 million with an MLB team. I said, gonna need more to confirm this.
Right.
Well, Machado's cousin's friend's uncle's daughter's dog also confirmed this. So there was a lot of dog. I said, what kind of dog? Said golden retriever. I said, wow, this is all adding up. I think you're right.
Yeah, golden retriever was a good play there.
Yeah. I had fun. I had fun on the Twitter machine last night. People were like, dude, why would you tweet this if it's not reliable? Like, it's fun.
Read the tweet, people. Read the tweet bowl.
I know. Said it was unreliable right away. Whatever.
I know.
That was fun. That was fun. Let's get into sports because that's what I wanted. I was naturally going to talk about next anyway. You ready?
Been ready.
Bin hat snacks. CCSU lost to Wagner College by a score of 80-58. In an unheard of loophole, Wagner was allowed to play with 6 men on the court for the entirety of the game. Ex-Yankee David Robinson has signed a new deal with the Philadelphia Phillies. My heart is broken. Red Bank College tops Red Bank Regional. There's your Tri-State update. Everything
That's
you
the
need to know.
biggest game of the day.
Everything you need to know. Oh, yeah, I don't care about the women's UConn.
Oh,
You can put it on your
awesome.
national. You
It
can
was
put it
an
on your national.
insane environment. The arena looked like it was going down. It was nuts.
Why?
It was intense, dude. UConn women. So, all right, go back to high school. When's the last time you went to a women's basketball game?
Never. Is that rude?
Like in high school, you never went?
No.
Oh wow, dude, you've completely missed out on fanhood. So because it's a women's game, like people amp up their intensity. Like the parents get more intense, the fans get more intense, and dude, the Baylor arena. I mean, I obviously don't follow Baylor that closely, but they've had some good men's team. I mean, the place was just going berserk because it's UConn. It's like playing. I don't know what the comparison is. It's like playing Notre Dame in the 20s or whenever Notre Dame was incredible. It's I mean, it's like a historic century-long feat because that's how good the UConn women are. And like the place was packed, and it's like just people going rabid because they can go rabid.
Sounds fun. First UConn regular season loss in 4 years.
Yeah, something like that. The Baylor was rocking. They had some better size and depth. That's been UConn's weakness this year. Formerly number one and undefeated UConn, but that's how their years get measured, is by the actual talent on the court. But yeah, it was nuts, man. I recommended during the game that everyone flipped over. But yeah, tough loss. Congrats to Baylor, as we always give out on this show.
Congrats to Baylor, as we always give out on this show.
What was the last game on there that you mentioned, Jim?
Red Bank Catholic topped Red Bank Regional.
Nice. I was going to bring that up too, but what game is that?
That's for you to decide. Because
that's for us to decide.
I copied and pasted the link, and I forget. I'm thinking it was boys basketball.
Okay.
I was born in Red Bank, so this is close to my home, so don't say shit about it.
Oh, I haven't said shit about it because I don't know what the shit is.
Just joking. I wasn't born in Red Bank. I got you so bad right there.
Okay, so a couple lies.
Couple lies. Yeah, I tricked you, man.
And a lot of lies said around this dinner table tonight. That's a Django quote, people. Go watch it 3 nights in a row like I did.
Red Bank Catholic beat Red Bank Regional. My sister was born in Red Bank. David Robertson.
Sister?
Elizabeth.
Okay.
David Robertson has signed a deal with the Philadelphia Phillies. That was my impression of the lawyer from My Cousin Vinny.
Nice.
Yeah. This sucks, I guess. It's weird the Yankees didn't offer him anything. And when we were in winter meetings, Michael Kay and some other people told us, he said it on his radio show now, like that the rumor was the Yankees just weren't interested in bringing him back. Which I don't understand the plan here because, I mean, he's endeared to the fans and he's still pretty good. And
yeah, I guess, I mean, the spin rate was still there on the curveball. We love spin rate. I saw one of the advanced stats tweeting that he still had like the #1 curveball in the game last year due to one measurement. But, I mean, maybe the Yankees didn't like his age or something else they saw from him, or there was that what was it, that bonus share thing that ruffled some feathers?
Yeah,
I don't
dude,
know.
That was here's an inside scoop on that, Jake. Wally Matthews just pushes Yankees agendas. When I had confirmation that Girardi was not coming back, like I had seen proof, so I tweeted out, Girardi's not coming back. It was Wally Matthews and his site that put out an article saying Girardi might be coming back. There's still an offer. So that's proof enough that he pushes what the Yankees want to push. This scandal, and if you don't know what we're talking about, there was a leaked story that David Robertson, they were all voting at the end of the regular season to see who gets the shares of the playoffs. And usually it goes down to like, the ball boys, the tech guys that help with video. Everyone gets shares. Whether they be like one share, that's still could be like a 30 grand bonus for making the playoffs for those guys. So the Yankees voted against that. They cut a lot of people out of their shares. And there was this leaked story that it was all David Robertson's doing because he was in charge and he persuaded everyone to vote that way. That's the biggest agenda pushed leak I've ever, even without knowing that it was Wally Matthews that wrote it. That's still just like, what? Why would it?
Right, but couldn't David Robertson just be like, no?
Yeah, I think he doesn't have a newspaper.
He's got a Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just doesn't care.
If your name was getting slandered like that, I think you'd want to say something, no?
I don't think, yes, maybe. But I'm saying I don't think this is really a situation where they wouldn't bring him back to play on the field because of this. But I think this was a way for the Yankees to damage his reputation because they know he's beloved before not signing him. I think they had no interest at all, and this softened the blow from fans.
Yeah, I mean, it'll just. I think what's going to be the telling story is I think Ottavino and Britton are still the two big relievers out there. Yanks are obviously attached to both of them still. Britton was on the team, and Ottavino's got a slider that, every pitching coach dreams about. So we're assuming that they're bringing one of those guys in, and basically Adam Ottavino is a younger David Robertson. Zach Britton has essentially had a better career than David Robertson and has more upside in these next few years than David Robertson.
You know, David Robertson's in like third for all-time games played as a Yankee pitcher.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, relief pitching didn't exist.
Yeah, it's still kind of crazy. I thought Ottavino was older. I thought he was like around the same age as Robertson. Oh, he's 2 years younger.
Yeah.
So whatever. David Robertson's gone. As soon as that news broke, I made my little goodbye video. That went. People liked that, so that was cool.
Nice.
Luke saw the process of me making that. I made like 4 versions. So I was just going to do a simple one and tweet it out, and then me, I'm crazy.
Right.
Just kept going and going and going. It took like longer than I wanted it to. He's 1 year older. Ottavino's 1 year younger, and David Robertson has a much better career than Ottavino. So I don't know, but the Yankees didn't want him back at all. That's what it seems.
Yeah.
He's pretty cheap. It's like, what, $11 million a year?
Got more tread on the tires.
Yeah. Bum.
Not the Red Sox, though.
Yeah, actually, that was kind of nice. I thought he was going to go to the Red Sox. I didn't want that, so now I'm happier that he's not there. Got anything else? You want to move to national news?
You tell me, Big Poppy. You didn't really explain the CCSU Wagner game.
It was bullshit, man. They found some loophole. Wagner was allowed to play with 6 men. How is CCSU? I mean, thank God they at least put up 58 against 6 defenders. They had 2 guys on the ball at all times.
That's the crazy part because I looked into this, and I think so this was a test. They were testing for college basketball. They were like, hey, what's it look like if we do a 6-on-5 game?
Mm-hmm.
And so Wagner had a big halftime lead. And they were like, okay, since we got to play with 6, now you guys get to play with 6. And CCSU was stubborn. The coach and the players were like, no, we don't need 6.
Yeah.
We'll do it with 5. And they lost, and it was, just a 22-point game. But when you're up a man the whole game, that's not bad,
No, and I heard that at some points the refs wasn't looking, and Wagner was sneaking 7 guys on the court just for like a quick jump shot from right in front of their bench, and no one would notice. So the whole thing was fucked. So of course CCSU is going to lose.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's running that kind of stuff, but it's messed up.
It's really messed up. Let's go to national news. Fucking dumbass.
Yep. Welcome back. Kawhi Leonard comes back to the San Antonio Spurs through a relentless course of booze. They were really on him, Jim, and it didn't help that they were killing the Toronto Raptors in this game. It was 35-11 at one point. DeMar DeRozan, who was traded for Kawhi with his first ever triple-double, messed around, got a triple-double. There's a trade in the NBA. Justin Holiday, one of 3 brothers in the NBA, Jimmy. You like a story like that. He gets traded And again, for a relatable story a couple weeks ago, the Memphis Grizzlies, Marshawn Brooks, one of the confusing Brooks guys that held up a trade earlier in the year, him, Wayne Selden, and a couple second-round picks. Army coach Monken wins the George Monger Award. Top 5 NBA prospect Bull, your boy from Oregon, Sko Ducks. He's out for the season. He's going to start prepping for the draft. That's all I've got, Tim.
Just remembered what I did last night.
Yeah.
This is funny. I put all the terrible stories on Jake's sheet. Did you get to the last one?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I skipped the ones I didn't want to say.
Yeah, okay. You said the bowl one. It was all
I wanted to say that one. That's big news.
All injury updates. Kawhi Leonard got booed, of course, right? Like, do you think there was any Spurs fan that were trying to be like, no, he helped us win like you have to boo that guy.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous again, and this is kind of the ESPN mindset that is putting them behind in the times. But like a generic ESPN commentator thing to just get them through their segment and be done with it is to say like, well, I don't know, San Antonio, I wouldn't boo this guy. He won you a championship, and it's like, dude, shut up. Like, that was awesome, and we cheered for him then. But then he sat out a season like a baby dog and then wanted to be traded and wanted to be out of San Antonio. So we cheered him for the championship. We can boo him now. That's fine.
No, he deserves boos. Like, I think he should be. There's no one. I think even the nicest person can't be like, no, we have to cheer him. Well, fuck that guy.
Bingo. But people are still just timid to say that for some reason. But yeah, it was kind of nuts. It was one of those. I don't know, man. I went to San Antonio once. I didn't love it. I don't know if I didn't do the town right, but it's like this big sprawling town. And like I was living in Dallas at the time, and somebody in San Antonio gave me a speech like anything north of San Antonio is the North. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? What year is it? The war's over, Isaac. But I don't know. They love their Spurs religiously because it's the only team they've had and they've been good. So they kind of have this blind opinion of their Spurs. So I don't know. I was happy for them in a way because this is a big night for them and a big redemption game in a season that really is going to mean nothing for them. At the same time, there's a little bit of me that dislikes Spurs fans that I was like, it would have been kind of cool to see Kawhi just break their dreams on live TV. But I'm happy for them.
The only thing south of San Antonio that's still America is like Miami.
Yeah.
That guy's fighting a tough war if it's San Antonio and south versus the entire north.
Yeah. I mean, they're very I don't know. I think that joke partially came from like Dallas is disliked in Texas because it's basically become a liberal city like all of them. But like it wasn't the first time my guy delivered that line.
No. That's probably a classic line.
A daily occurrence.
Yeah. What about this trade? Is this going to make the Grizzlies good?
Like not really. I think what's interesting, the Grizzlies always have these hodgepodge teams that are pretty solid, and like Justin Holiday is the prototypical guy that fits that mold. Like he does a little bit of everything. He can dribble, he can pass, he can shoot. He's not great at any of them, but he gets involved and he's just a solid player. And that's like what the Grizzlies absolutely thrive off of. So,
but the Grizzlies they're under 500 in the Western Conference and 10th place in the conference. Why are they making trades?
We did this a couple episodes ago. The conference is super tight, and I mean I don't know. I think so. Something that's different with the NBA than the MLB is that a town like the Grizzlies, if they could make the playoffs every year and be between a 4 and the 7 seed, like that does more for the sports team than if they were a baseball team and they hit the reset button for 5 years and then they came back and they were good. If Memphis goes bad for 5 years, like they could lose their team.
I guess just getting those playoff series and getting the money that comes with that and hosting some games is huge.
Yeah, and just in your head having a competitive pro franchise in the town. So I don't know. We'll see. I know they went through a slump recently. They had some injuries. So I mean, if their goal is to get to the playoffs, that used to be every team's goal. Think about the conversation that you and I just had. Like, that used to be the norm in sports. Like, oh, the team in 10th traded for a guy to try to get better. That's how sports used to work. Now it doesn't.
Weird. Bull out. What did he do? Did he snap himself like a twig? Because he looks like a giant twig. Boom.
Bull.
Joke.
So I have a couple updates, Jim.
Okay. Lay him on me.
So I texted our friend Jeff Krause the link of Jeff Krause, the Wagner
guy,
man of academia, and he said that's his Bandersnatch brother. And in another dimension, I'm a poli-sci professor at Wagner. So I think the people deserve to know that.
Good update. Appreciate
Mutual
that.
best friend Jeff is an Oregon Duck, Sco Ducks.
Sco Ducks.
And yeah, their season had a lot more hype than they've currently been put in. And college basketball is a long year. If they had good conference play, they could get back up there. But yeah, I mean, Bull's a freak. He's probably going to be a lottery pick. He's one of these classic 7-footers that can shoot. Some people have him as top 5 NBA pick. So we'll see. He's 7'3" with a 7'8" wingspan, Jim.
How many bowls do you think we can get in the NBA? Like if they just keep breeding 7-footers, like we got Manute Bol, we got Bol. If Bol has a career in the NBA and then he has a son, like he's going to be another stick figure. So you just like it just seems like a NBA center factory, just on size alone.
You're ready to start. The Bulls are officially an NBA family, and that's it.
Yeah, I think if Bol has a son who maybe he's 6'11", name him Mini Bol.
Ooh, yeah, that's a lot of peer pressure. If you don't hit 7 feet in the Bull family, oh my God.
I hope there's a brother out there that's just 5'10".
Embarrassing. I'm trying to see if Bull has any siblings. His parents are Manute Bol and a Jock Dang. He went to Mater Dei High, Jim.
Nice.
I'm not seeing any siblings listed on his wiki, so he might be only child. He could not be, and I just haven't done any of the research. But yeah, I'm excited to see the Bull legacy. If I could see a couple more Bulls in the NBA, I'll be happy, Jimmy.
Good. Sounds good. We're gonna move on.
Jim, normally they're hey, you heard about this one? Normally they're smoking Bulls in the NBA.
Yep.
So
once again, your Google search is the poorest effort in the world.
Yeah.
Bol has a brother named Chris Bol, and has a brother named Madut Bol, has a sister named Abuk Bol, and has another sister named Ayak Bol. I was like, there's no way Manute Bol only has one kid. Guy likes sex.
It didn't add up for me, man, but I'm just telling you what I saw.
Yeah. Wow. Hopefully, I don't know the heights on these people, but hopefully they're tall. Otherwise, embarrassing. All right, wild card picks. Are you ready? I'm going to play some music in the background. We're going to run through them. Loser has to eat their entire desk.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, you ready? First game, Jake. We got the Colts versus the Texans. Who you got? We're not doing any spread nonsense. We're just picking winners.
We're just picking damn winners.
Just picking winners. Are you excited for Wild Card Weekend?
No, I've been sick and I hate the world.
Nice. Are you excited for Colts Texans specifically?
Well, no, Jim. It's funny. Houston's been a good team. they've been really good. They've won a lot of games. I think I'm going with mouth breathing Andrew Luck.
I'm also taking the Colts, so we agree here.
Wow.
The Colts are
Upset City.
The Colts are 9-0 in their last 9 real games of football.
Wow.
So they're probably going to go 10-0.
Yeah, I don't know. Luck can really twirl it. Deshaun, he goes for the big plays a lot. I don't know if those are there in the postseason. We'll see.
Texans are like 8-2 in their last 10 games. The Colts have one fake game where they lost to the Jaguars 6-0. But I mean, that was a fake NFL game. Like you can't count that towards anything.
It'll be interesting. We are throwing out, and hey, we just mentioned Southern Texas and hating Dallas. I mean, Houston's a huge football town. They're going to be going nuts. So I mean, they could easily win. I'm backpedaling. I'm mad you picked my Colts. I think you jinxed them. I think they were going to win when I said it, and then when you said it, I think it was all out the window.
All right, so I got the Colts. Jake has the Texans. Next up,
I have the Colts still.
Oh, okay. Seahawks versus Cowboys. My dad's Cowboys versus the Seahawks. 2 teams I would like not to win at all. 2 teams I would really like to not win at all. Cowboys are home. They're 7-1 at home. Seahawks in 4-4 on the road. Cowboys have Dak, who barely throws the ball. Just kind of every throw Dak does is just like a little toss. Here, you take it. Never really like Brett Favre.
I decided I'm taking Houston. I don't like that you're on Indy. I think you're a human jinx.
Great. All right. I'm taking. I don't think I'm a jinx at all. I have really good luck.
Houston and Seattle.
You're taking Seattle? I'm also taking Seattle. Think I'm going to take the Cowboys?
It's tough to take the Cowboys, right? But you saw how well rested Zeke was.
No, they forgot to play him. Let's hope they get him out there this time.
That would be big.
Get all your best guys on the field, you dumbasses. I really hope the Cowboys lose. And then I hope the Seahawks lose the round after that.
Man, it's just one of those things you start talking about it through your head. Like, Russell Wilson is so good at the end of games. And, like, when have we seen Dak Prescott be good at the end of a game?
He really doesn't air the ball out.
So it's like, okay, so if Seattle goes down early, I still like Russell. Then Russell Wilson's throwing the ball more. He's running and doing his crazy stuff more. I like that. If Seattle goes up big early, I don't see Dallas being able to come back. So ipso facto, nanny boo boo.
All right, next up, Chargers versus Ravens, 12-4 versus 10-6. Chargers are 7-1 on the road. That's because they probably like playing in front of fans more than not playing in front of anyone. 6-2 at home for the Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens because I think earlier in this show I made some sort of bet that the Chargers wouldn't make the Super Bowl. I forget what I said, but I think it was something that I'm going to really regret if the Chargers make the Super Bowl and then someone digs it up and finds it.
Yeah, I think it was. I said something along the lines of like people think Chargers are one of the best teams in football, and you're like, yeah, they would never go to the Super Bowl though because they don't do that. But Jimmy, I think you're right here, and I'll tell you why. In Baltimore, it's the same Chargers and Phillip Rivers that just don't do well in the playoffs, and Baltimore's been playing Lamar Jackson, who. He's the kind of guy that wins you a playoff game against the Chargers because he's going to pick up every 3rd and 6 with his legs. Like, it'll be 3rd and 6, and then they'll be like, oh, he'll pick up the first one, and they're like, well, the Chargers may have to start leaving in a spy. And then the Chargers will leave in a spy, but he's a lot more athletic than their middle linebacker. So he'll pick up the first down, and then they'll be like, wow. I wonder the Chargers. They're probably gonna have to. They'll have to change to zone and make sure they keep Jackson in front of them. Next 3rd and 6, same thing. He gets the first down, and then it'll be like the play that depends the game, and they'll be like, oh wow, they sent some heat at Jackson, and he evaded it, and he got the first down again, and the Chargers lose.
All right, sounds like a game plan to me.
That's the scouting report.
I like it. So we're on the same 3 teams the same way now.
No, we're not.
Oh, you changed your pick. If I didn't choose also the Colts, then we'd be on the same.
Well, the other thing that got me is, I mean, I don't think both road teams are going to win Saturday, especially both in Texas.
Wow.
So I thought Indy Houston is just basically a toss up.
I like that. I like that storyline. Both Texas teams lose at home on Saturday.
It is a good storyline, but I don't think these teams are those typical Texas teams. At least Houston isn't. Houston's good.
What about a Texan versus a Colt? I think a Texan wins.
Oh yeah,
It'd break
that's
that bad
part of their
in.
lifestyle is wrangling a Colt.
Oh yeah, so that helps your point as well. Seahawk versus Cowboy. It's kind of a stalemate. I think depends on who's trying to injure who. The Cowboy's not injuring the Seahawk because he can fly.
Well, if he could catch one.
Yeah, but to catch one, I don't think he can catch one. Like a lasso's not going to catch a Seahawk.
Right, but you're saying damage
impressive.
each other. I mean, the Seahawk, I don't see the Seahawk getting in and out, making damage, and leaving,
What if the Cowboy's sleeping? He pecks his face to death.
What if the Seahawk's sleeping?
Oh, up in the sky in a tree?
Sleeping on the ground.
Birds don't sleep on the ground. Don't get crazy.
Oh, I seen it.
Chargers, Ravens. The fuck is even that matchup? A bird versus lightning? I think lightning might win.
Yeah, I got to feel like Lightning's beat a lot more Ravens than Ravens have beat Lightning.
Yeah, now we got 2 real animals for this last one. The Eagles versus the Bears. I think a bear would beat an eagle, but an eagle can fly. Eagles pretty vicious with their talons. Anyway, in the real football game, I am taking the Eagles.
I think in the mascot game, I'm taking the Eagles.
Eagles are vicious.
Dude, they're vicious. I feel like they're smarter than bears. And I feel like they would just swoop down and like slowly hack at the bear until it's dead.
Yeah, like the staircase.
So in animals in real life, I'm taking the Eagles. In sports, I'm taking the Bears. Their defense is so good. In Chicago, that place is going to be going nuts. I know the story about Big Dick Nick is awesome.
Yeah, I'm just taking that storyline.
I think at the end of the day, we're going to look at that and say one of the best defenses in years was playing a backup quarterback, and they're going to just kill. Killers kill.
I agree. So that backup quarterback did win the Super Bowl last year. And I just like the concept of win the Super Bowl, have a rough season. Okay, time to get in line. Like the 99 Yankees. Like, okay, time to do this thing now. Let's all shape up. We got our playoff quarterback back. Let's go feel the energy of a playoff game again and harness that and use it. That would be cool. I don't really want the Eagles to win. I wanted to pick one like big upset, so I chose this one.
Well, Jimmy, I've got a bigger backfire for you.
What's that?
If the Bears lose this game, they could have let the Vikings beat them, and they would have played the Vikings again and could have just killed them like they did last week.
Can't ask a team to let another team beat them, I think. It's bad message.
If Kirk Cousins' head, like it looked like they were. That game was in Minnesota, and they made Kirk Cousins and the Vikings look so bad against their second and third stringers.
Kirk Cousins is bad.
There you go. There's the backfire.
All right. Halftime. Ooh, that's a quiet halftime whistle. Should I do it again? All right, halftime. Remember when someone said that the halftime whistle was only 2 whistles and I was doing game over whistle with 3 whistles, so I changed it? That's the type of good feedback we get from Evan and Co.
Yeah.
3 whistles is for game over. 2 is for halftime. Change the halftime whistle.
Good soccer reffing.
Good soccer reffing. Halftime came out 39 minutes today. Wow. What do you got, Jake? How you feeling? You need any behind-the-scenes notes for the first half? I think we're going to skip a show.
I've been sleepless today. Last night was the first night I slept in the bed again. I texted you that a second ago. Just because it was a silly joke you texted me before the show and I didn't answer. I thought it'd be funny if I replied.
Got it.
I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm kind of constantly living in fear because I feel like I'm going to do this. I'll be like, okay, that was all right. And then in about an hour, I'm going to lay down and be like, oh no, here it comes. And then I'll be in the Black Mirror zone again with me like every half hour opening my eyes and being like, am I alive? Am I allowed to enter the world? No. Okay, next half hour, dog comes over and licks me. I'm like, can I wake up? Can I lick my dog back? And they're like, no, you still have to stay in the great beyond.
Yeah, living in fear of that skunk.
Hey,
Why have you tried to combat it at all? Like coffee, energy drinks, go for a run outside or like a walk in the cold breeze? See if that'll like wake up.
if I go outside, there's a potential that the sleep takes over. It overtakes me and I die of hypothermia outside. So I can't do that.
Well, why can't
I've been
you?
having coffee every day.
Oh, nice. That's good. Doing a reverse coffee effect, just putting you to sleep.
It depends.
Sometimes that happens. It's very weird.
There you go. What's going on behind the scenes over there? Okay, go fuck myself. Got it. Thanks, ref. Thanks, ump.
Nothing's going on.
Gotcha, Blue.
Nothing's going on behind the scenes over here. Nothing. Absolute zero.
Lie.
I live a boring life.
You lie, boy.
The news was rather sad, but I just had to laugh. Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A Delta passenger sat in poo. The plane took off despite his pleas of saying, please don't take off. I sat in poo. The world's most identical twins want to have babies with a shared boyfriend. A New York City deli patron was mad about the wait time for his bagel and got arrested in a wild bacon, egg, and cheese attack in an attempt to one-up the banana attacker from yesterday. A McDonald's customer-worker fight over straw was caught on video, wild video. How Spanish hockey announcers translate the game is a wild and fun story. They have to make up words because some don't exist in the Spanish language. World's only asparagus fortune teller makes her 2019 predictions. All right, we got a lot of stuff here, Jake.
Know how you watch like these futuristic movies or zombie movies or whatever it is, and like, you know, it starts off in the future. It's Will Smith living alone, you know, him and his dog. And, you know, they show the old news scene and it's like, wow, we might have found a cure for cancer. And it's like, oh, actually not a cure for cancer, makes people zombies.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could do a movie where the future is this, like, you know, there's tire fires everywhere. It's this futuristic war zone. And it's because of straws. The straw scene has gotten ridiculous.
Straw scene. Yeah, Katie's making me reuse straws right now.
What do you mean reuse straws?
Like I have my smoothie in the morning and I have a straw.
Right.
And usually I just throw it out. And she's like, just run hot water through and then use it again for your second smoothie.
So you're doubling down on a plastic straw?
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's super weird. Just go metal straw and just.
Oh, I don't like metal straws.
Oh, wow. So exactly, you're how the war starts.
Yeah,
You're
I don't like anything but plastic straws. Or I'll just go strawless. I don't like metal straws. Paper straws, you can go fuck yourself if you try to give me a paper straw. Like, don't put dirt in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try and eat garbage. Hey, do you want the smoothie with some paper? No. I'd rather not have the paper in my mouth.
You are making a beautiful argument for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I save the birds. You ever watch those videos where they find the birds with straws in their belly? Oof.
No, I don't watch those.
Oh, well, it's in the news. Well, yeah, the straws. Did you watch this video of the McDonald's? So it's this old man, and he grabs the McDonald's worker, who's a female, by the shirt and pulls her in to, like, yell in her face, and she just starts wailing on him. Like, she lands a lot of good blows to his head. And then he got arrested a couple days later for, like, burglary. Yeah, good. Good. I like it. They need to invent a better straw that doesn't kill birds but doesn't suck.
Well, we're here. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Use grass like we found out they used in the Civil War days.
What about wood? Would you use a wood straw?
That'd be interesting. I'd test it
I
out.
think those exist.
Yeah, I think they might exist. Yeah, I'd test it out for sure. I'd give it a
So
shot.
if Katie gets you a wood straw, you'll use it.
Yeah, maybe. I'll try it out. I'm not gonna knock it till I try it.
Ooh, interesting. So I think the current wood straws are just like a step up from cardboard straws.
Oh, so they're like paper straws where it's just gonna be garbage in your mouth.
But I think if you had a well-made wood straw that was like, I'm picturing like salad bowl material. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. Yeah.
Why? I'm not seeing that. I mean, those could very well be there.
Yeah. McDonald's has stopped giving straws. I thought McDonald's was still going strong with the
I don't
straws.
think they're there yet, but I mean, we're gonna get there, man. It's a
Oh,
matter of time. The next time McDonald's finds themselves in a controversy, they'll be like, "Oh, well, we're getting rid of straws," and then everyone will be like, "Oh, okay."
get rid of straws because they kill birds, but still just pump soda out to the masses, even though it kills humans. Smart.
Okay, it looks like there's some bamboo straws that are reusable, but I don't know if they have a shelf life. They sell them in this set of 10, so I'm assuming they do.
Great. Yeah. Okay. I'll try some out. Someone buy me wooden
Get some
straws.
sponsors.
Did you read this article? I'm guessing you didn't, about Spanish hockey announcers have to make up sayings because they just don't have translations for some things.
I haven't, but I love that.
It's really good. You're going to like some examples. There's not a word for check. Like it just doesn't really translate. So for a body check, there doesn't have a literal Spanish proxy. So this guy, Lopez, who announces, when someone smashes someone else into the wall, I'd just yell, "There's a ham sandwich," which is torte de jamon.
I like that.
Yeah, it's not good. And this person, Rivera, said, checking is something that I really can't translate. So I use get close to someone, which is something you use to describe a boyfriend or girlfriend. Why not make it fun, you know? Respecting the people that are giving 100% on the ice, but also respecting people who are new and have never seen the sport before. That seems confusing to the listener.
This kind of combines two of the things we like. I'm always fascinated with language and how it translates or doesn't translate. For you, this is kind of making up a new world. You can leave your imprint forever, because it sounds like ham sandwich works for a big check, but it sounds like people aren't using that as the general check word. You have a chance to create your own thing forever, like a Jake Sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. They don't give any more examples besides those two. Torta de jamon is really good, though. Oh, no, here's some more. For high sticking, we say baston alto, which you could probably translate as high cane. It sounds close enough.
You're in the same realm.
Yeah. But offsides is
what do they
easy.
call a
Furo
stick?
de luego. What?
If they have a term for stick, but they don't have a term for high stick, I feel like we're close there, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Got to be really close. All right. The other fun story is that in Britain, New Britain, no, not New Britain, Britain, there's a fortune teller who uses asparagus, Jake. So she gets some asparagus, and then she puts a piece of canvas down on the ground, and then she does like Rose from the Titanic with the blue diamond, and she goes, ah, and just drops the asparagus on. And then, by the way that it falls, the way it's facing, you can tell what's going to happen in the world. So here are some of her predictions for 2019. She said a recession will begin in the United States after their trade war with China ends. From the asparagus, told her this.
Right.
Are you a believer in asparagus fortune telling? Oh, you there? Went dark. You there? Think I lost Jake during the asparagus fortune telling. Maybe he had some stuff to out the asparagus lady, and it was going to be bad news for her. So she came into the computer and kicked him right off. Anyway, we'll keep going, I guess. We'll see if Jake comes back. A Delta passenger sat in poo. The plane took off despite his pleas to say, hey, no, I don't want to talk about that one. Who cares? This world's most identical twin want to have babies with shared boyfriend. There's an article about 7 years ago about these identical twins called mirror twins who were boys who wanted to do the same thing. So I feel like they should get introduced. Mirror twins are when one is a righty and the other's a lefty. So when you look at each other, you're like, legit. Are you back, Jake?
I'm back now.
What happened?
Never use that website again.
Anyway, Jake, I'm on to mirror twins now. Now, there's an article. There's twin females. They want to have twins. They want to have babies with, one boyfriend. And when we lived in Pope House, I remember there was an article about these mirror twins, these male mirror twins, which means one of them's a righty, one of them's a lefty. So they look at each other, they're legit. And they said that's the most truest form of twins. These people need to meet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The first couple of lines of the article were tough. Their mom wants them to have their shared boyfriend's baby. So the mom is driving this. I don't know. The whole thing seems pretty 2018. I want my heart to get into this story, and I can't do it, Jim.
Same story in 2011. There's two dudes, though, so they need to meet. Do you know there's a twin conference?
But it can't be. It's got to be one, Jim.
Well, here's the thing. Mirror twins think of themselves as one entity. They're like, we are one. So, one guy can date us because we're basically a unit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if they find another set of mirror twins, I feel like they would understand that mirror twins are one.
I think you look and you see two people, and you assume the other mirror twins are not as close as you are. You guys have no idea how close we are.
Well, I feel like if you're mirror twins, you got to respect other mirror twins.
I don't think so. I don't think that's how that world works.
Anyway, the last time this came up was in 2011 because we were in Pope House, and we lived with a set of twins. So I obviously brought this to their attention, said they're not mirror twins, so they're not real twins and all that stuff. And they didn't like that. They don't like twins. Don't really like when you tell them they're twins. We fucking.
The boyfriend is a non-identical twin.
Oh wow, sucks for his twin.
They literally live a life. Their life is predicated on them being the closest twins in the world, Jimmy. That's what their life is built upon. That they literally have this one male twin that they carry along as a pawn to date the both of them.
We need to find these male mirror twins from 2011 and have a battle off. Okay, but here's something everyone should know about. There's a convention for twins. I think it's held in Ohio every year.
Yeah.
And you just got to go look at the images from it. Just the everyday people walking around. There's just two of everyone. It's spooky, man.
Yeah.
But then again, not spooky because we know there's normal people. But when you it looks like some Black Mirror shit. Black Mirror should do an episode on the twin convention.
Tom Piccolo is a twin who does some Talking Nick stuff. I think they went when they were kids one year and then ended up realizing, okay, this is kind of weird.
It's definitely any convention's kind of weird.
Sure.
Because it's people that are niche into something. So they're letting whatever they hold back from the universe because they think it's a little weird.
Right.
They go to these conventions and they let whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be that weird. We went to the Winter Meetings convention, and it's everyone's just openly talking about how much they love baseball. You don't do that in normal streets. So if you go to a twin convention, you got to think it's going to be whoa, lot of twin stuff. Maybe that's how twins meet. If you're twins, you should be obligated to marry twins. Oh, I have a bet with Justin. Justin's a twin. Justin,
Right.
if you're listening to this, do you remember this bet I have with you? I bet him that. Well, what did I bet him? It ends up with him having to name his kids.
Oh, I don't know. You're my memory guy. For some reason, I forgot those other twins in 2011 that you kept mentioning.
Yeah, well, I knew you wouldn't remember them. I was just trying to tell you about them.
Yeah.
I think I bet Justin that if him and Evan meet twins and get married, and like they both marry the same set of twins,
Right.
and if they both have a set of twins with these girls, then they both need to name their sons Justin and Evan. So then there's 6
Right.
Justin and Evans in the world. Like if Justin and Evan, our friends, take their sons, which would be 4 of them, 2 sets of twins, out into the world, then they all need to be, there needs to be 3 Justins and 3 Evans in that car because they're all going to have the same DNA. That's 4 kids that will have the same exact DNA. 2 Justins, 2 Evans. Their parents are identical twins. So they're cousins, but they have DNA of brothers. I can't wait to win that bet. Not even really a bet, just kind of a deal.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have some. I'm sure one of the Alberts is a statistician and will shoot that down for us. But
Oh yeah, odds are not in my favor.
no. But you talked about it like they were.
Well, it's gonna happen.
Okay. See, there you go.
I'm a lucky guy. I'm real good at getting nice parking spots. All right, I think that ends the show, Jake. You have anything to say going into the weekend? Do you want people to wish you well since you're a sick dog?
No, I think you know what? Just pick whichever way you want to go with it. If you want it all to come crashing down, I respect that. If you want a well wish, I'll take those. But
would you rather have the teams you chose to win, or have the teams you chose to win lose at this point in your life? Bring on the misery, or nothing, or yeah, this will help me out.
I mean, I'm not attached to any of these teams. I'll go either way, but I'll win them just so I can hop on Monday and you'll do it, Jimmy. Well, okay. Well, no, I just figured that you needed the wins because you were sick and you'd make me feel better. Oh, thought of a comeback and then went to the soundboard.
I didn't think it would come back.
Exactly. Oh, you were thinking. You were staring at me thinking.
I was letting your words linger in silence because I thought it was funny.
No, you were thinking. I saw the wheel spinning.
Wasn't thinking.
I know you're thinking in your pause break.
That's the end of this show. Here we go. Go, Jake, go. I'm rooting for you to get healthy.
See? Already backpedaling from them picks.
No, my picks are going to – I don't really care about the picks. They're going to fucking win. All right, that's the show. See you guys. Oh, I didn't do the contest. I need to do the contest still for these guys.
Yeah, I did contest.